Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today we're talking about a brand new collection from ColourPop dropping this week. This little neon collection will be available on the ColourPop site on Thursday, June 10th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Now they haven't officially released the prices for these things yet, but based on what's already on the site, I have a pretty good guess. There are 3 5-pan eyeshadow palettes and 3 Luxe lip oils. The 5-pan eyeshadows that are already on the site right now are priced at $10 each, so I'm guessing that's what these will be. And the Luxe lip oils that are currently available are priced at $8, so it's pretty safe to assume that's what the new ones will be priced at as well. I'm not sure if my affiliate code will work for this new collection. Some exclusions do apply to their affiliate codes, and sometimes new collections when they first launch are excluded, but it's always worth a shot. My code is Amanda. You can save 10%. This is an affiliate code, so I do earn a small commission if you choose to use it. Thank you for supporting the channel that way. If not, no big deal, no pressure. Let's start with the 3 Luxe lip oils. These have the exact same style of packaging as their regular permanent lip oils, and these do have the same scent. To me, they smell a lot like licorice, which I don't love. And they have the same applicator. It's super duper flexible, and it's just a regular flat flexi paddle applicator. The 3 new shades that we have are a soft orange called Hot Spark. Then this is like a medium bubblegum pink called Pink Circuit. And lastly, we have a deeper bright magenta pink called Cosmic Click. I'm going to show you these on my arm because this way the color shows up a lot more. I'm also going to show you lip swatches, but I do have decently pigmented lips, so it's easier to see the actual color of the lip oil all side by side here on my arm. But of course I will also show you what these look like on my lips. Perhaps you also have very pigmented lips, so you can see what these look like. Hot Spark doesn't look like too much of a color on my lips. You will see a lot more difference once we take a look at the pink shades. Pink Circuit is more like a soft rosy color on me versus that bright bubblegum shade in the tube. And then Cosmic Click is the one that shows up the best, and I think this actually has quite a lot of pigmentation as far as their lip oils go, so I'm actually pretty impressed with this deep pink color. Now let's take a close-up look at the 3 eyeshadow palettes. These are similar packaging wise to the other 5-pan palettes. They snap closed. They're not magnetic and they don't have a locking clasp closure, they just have that snap closure hinge. So I just wanted to point that out, that these are the exact same packaging. Also, these shades are magnetic, so you can take them out and rearrange them. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I'll link a video below where I remixed some of my 5-pan palettes. I think that could be really fun to do with these because there are a lot of staple neutrals, but we have those fun pops of color as well. We do see mainly matte across all 3 of these palettes. This one has just one matte with glitter shade. We will see in the Corally palette, this one called Moon Haze, that there are 2 shimmers in this one. The pink palette only has 1 shimmer. No pressed glitters here. However, each one of these palettes has 1 shade with that eye safety warning. It's the neon shade, very common for neon pigments as well as red and pink pigments to carry that warning. So you just need to patch test those before you put them on your eyes. I will link another video below. It's my wine collection video where I talk more in depth about what patch testing is, how to do it, why to do it, all that fun stuff. That way I'm not constantly repeating that. I'm sure a lot of you who watch all of my videos are very tired of hearing about that, but I do like to mention it for all of our new people. We want to make sure we have healthy, safe, healthy eyes. Also, I scoured those teeny tiny little ingredient lists, and all 3 palettes do have carmine listed here. So For my vegan friends and my carmine allergy friends, just know that all three of these palettes do have carmine listed in that microscopic little ingredients list on the back. My lip oils do not have an ingredients list, so I unfortunately have no insight into whether the lip products are vegan or not. Now that you've seen all three palettes close up, I want to show you swatches of each one. I am going to show you both finger and brush swatches. Finger swatches are pictured on top and each corresponding brush swatch is pictured below. All the brush swatches are done with my e.l.f. flat eyeshadow brush, and I clean the brush off in between each shade so that there's no shadow transfer between swatches. All these swatches are done on the inside of my arm with no primer down first, no base, just the shadows straight onto my skin. And all of the swatches are either 1 or 2 swipes. I don't really have to do a lot of crazy building up. I will just go back and do a second pass for evenness so that you can see the color and see what it looks like. I don't think just doing one swipe swatches really makes a lot of sense because that's not how you apply it to your eye. So now that you've heard my dissertation on swatches, let's take a look at all three of these palettes swatched now. I'm not going to be doing full palette comparisons. Honestly, there's just so much neutralness to be had here. The neutrals, whatever you're thinking of comparing these two, it's probably the same. It's probably the same. I think we could all just see that from the shades in the pan and from the swatches. They're basic neutrals. Whatever you're thinking of, yes, it's probably the same or it's really close. However, I will do a couple of quick little comparisons with the neon shade because these are the standout shades and really what I think is going to be the determining factor and the draw for a lot of people. I will do just a couple of little comparisons using just the center neon shade from each palette. Hopefully this is a good compromise, but you know, once you get into doing neutral palette comparisons, it's really just it's a rabbit hole to go down very quickly. So let's take a look at some of the neon shade comparisons now. We have a mixture of shades from both ColourPop and MAC in these comparisons. I will list where all these comparison shades are from down in the description box. That way, if you're interested in just the colorful parts of these little neon collection palettes and you don't really want to mess with the neutrals, this way you can find a way to maybe just get the colorful shades that you're interested in instead. Or very possibly you already have some of these in your collection and you can mix them with the neutrals that you certainly already have in your collection and you can sort of recreate the vibes of these palettes with things you already have, and we love that. So I do have a bunch of different pinks here. I just wanted to give a wide variety because I had so many more to choose from the pink shadows in my collection. Hopefully you find these comparisons helpful, and I hope this was a good compromise for comparisons. Now that you've seen a couple little comparisons, I'm going to show you a tutorial using my favorite of these three palettes, which is this orangey coral one called Moon Haze, and I'll wrap up all my thoughts at the end. The eye look I'm going to do is a spotlight eye with the neon shade right there in the center. I think it would also be fantastic to use this little neutral +1 neon palette for a really colorful lower lash line, or you can use that neon as a pop of color on the inner corner. You can, of course, mix and match with your other palettes, but I think that this layout and this color scheme, just as I suspected a lot of people are hating on this, between the time that I filmed this video and the time I'm recording this voiceover, it's been officially announced and I posted some swatches over on my Instagram page. People are absolutely hating on it, which I definitely 100% expected. But it seems like a lot of people just think there's no place for this color scheme, and I very much disagree. I like the idea of just one pop of neon with neutrals. I think there's a lot of great fun summer festival vibes type of eye looks that you can get from this type of palette, but I also understand people wanting more color. I definitely recommend checking out the Coming in Hot collection 5-pan palettes that released back in April, I believe. If you are somebody that's not happy with the very neutral aspect of these palettes, then you may love those. I also did a really fun video where I remixed a lot of those colors, and I just think this format is really great for mixing and matching. Personally, I really like the way my eye look turned out. It's definitely not boring. It's definitely not a nudie pop neutral type of eye. But you know, I do see both sides. Personally, I really enjoy this color scheme, but I understand why some don't. Just to give you a quick synopsis, as far as the lip oils go, I really like lip oils. I just don't like the ColourPop ones, mainly because I don't like the scent. They smell like black licorice to me, and I don't really like it. Now, the scent doesn't hang around for that long, but for me, that's kind of a turn off, and I have so many lip oils that I prefer. So these are fine. They're just not my personal favorite because of the fragrance. Okay, let's talk about these palettes. From the very moment that I laid eyes on these, I knew that there was going to be a lot of people very publicly hating these because they are, I mean, they're packaged and kind of marketed that they're going to be neons, and then there's literally one neon shade and they're mostly neutral palettes. I'm sorry for laughing. It's just, you know, so many people are gonna hate these. So many people are gonna talk about how disappointed they are, and they're gonna scream, you know, nudie pop and all that stuff. And it's, you know, that none of that is wrong. None of those opinions are invalid, at least as far as I'm concerned. If you were really looking at this marketing and looking at this packaging and hoping for like neons, then absolutely you're going to be disappointed, because these are pretty much neutral palettes with one pop of neon. Now, I don't see why anybody is actually going to get angry about that. You know, if you really want neons, there are thousands and thousands of other products that you can go for. It's not like this was your only chance to get neon makeup in the entire industry, you know. Personally, I actually kind of like these. At first I thought, oh no, here we go again. But once I started using them, I realized that this is set up in a way that makes me actually enjoy using a neon shade and comfortable using a neon shade. I like a lot of colorful shadows. I like a lot of colors, but I do tend to prefer more like jewel tone shades. And lately I've even been enjoying pastels, which is not my typical jam, but neons aren't really high on my list of eyeshadow shades to wear. When I am gonna wear neons, it's going to be like this. One shade that's my pop of color paired with a bunch of neutral shades. I realize that's not for everybody, and there are a lot of neon lovers and a lot of colorful color lovers that want full color, full neon rainbow, like the whole neon Coachella fantasy, and I love that. I think that is awesome, but personally that doesn't really work for me, for my style, and these kind of do work for my style, for what I like. So I think that that's the idea here. I think that this is going to appeal to people like myself who do like to pair a bright color with some neutrals. Now, personally, I would have preferred if there was 2 neons in here and 3 neutrals. I think that probably would have been a little bit more interesting and a better balance That's just me though. That's just one girl's opinion. But I definitely think there's a market for these. I think there are people who are going to be dipping their toe into neons, and there's something to be said for that. Now's the time when I want to hear what you think about this collection. Are you interested? Are you picking anything up? Is this way too nudie pop for you? I always love to hear what you think about things too. Even if we don't agree, everybody's opinion is welcome here. As long as it is stated nicely and we're not being mean to anybody, then we don't have to agree on everything. There is something for everybody out there. It doesn't have to be everything for someone. Definitely leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Thursday. What month is it? Holy crap, it's June. Wow, really nailing it. There are 3 eyeshadow palettes, that's what these are. Doing great. My eye look is kind of inspired by these earrings. I thought that a really bright halo eye would look really cute with these. How they have kind of bright colors in between the darker spots. Is it a stretch? I don't know. You just take inspiration from wherever you find it, you know? Whatever works for you, that's what you should go with. Edit this so that it makes sense. You got it. You got this editing, Amanda. And the Luxe lip oils. You know I'm filming early in the morning because I'm drinking coffee instead of water or Dr. Pepper. Or that one time that I was drinking White Claw. That was an exception, okay? My family was out of town, so I could actually film in the evening. My friend gave me this mug. Isn't that cute? I love it. It makes me happy every time I use it because I think of her. Thanks, Kim. You're a good friend. As long as it is... Why did I do that? The ingredients are printed on these, so I'm trying to figure out if they're vegan or not to see if there's a carmine or anything in here. But literally the ingredients are printed so tiny and so blurry that I can hardly read them. I'll do my best, okay? I'll whip out my magnifying glass for you, I promise. Even though I'm not vegan, I still love you, my vegan friends, okay? I'm gonna do my best for you. Alright, that's it. Thank you for watching. I love your face so much, and I hope you have an amazing day. And if you are not having an amazing day, then I hope that tomorrow is better for you. And I love your face so much. You're so cute, precious, and adorable. Okay, bye!